So, hey everyone, I have my August nonprofit that I want to highlight, and this one is especially near and dear to my heart because it is the Quakertown Community Center and the Drop. So, I'd like to introduce you to the president of the board, which is Bruce Engleton Woods. Bruce, hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Shelby?
I'm doing well, thank you. So Bruce, I wanted to highlight our nonprofit that you and I both volunteer at besides work on the board for, because we have a really big event that's coming in September, and I wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity to talk about that. But a lot of people have no idea that the Quakertown Community Center exists and what is this thing called the Drop. So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about our nonprofit and when it started, and just kind of give everyone the mission and the vision of what we're doing.
Yeah, well, the Quakertown Community Center is the nonprofit. It's a nonprofit corporation. It's a 501c3 corporation. And our initiative, our one initiative at this point, and we will have more in the future, but the one initiative we have now is called the Drop. And the Drop is a drop-in center for the teens of our town and of Quakertown. We meet in that little log cabin style building in Memorial Park on 4th Street. And it's an after school ministry. It's just basically an after school place for kids to stop in. We want it to be a safe place. So it's safe for them. It's physically safe, it's emotionally safe, it's spiritually safe, it's intellectually safe. Kids should be able to come and be themselves and be in a safe environment. And basically, we're trying to build a little place there where kids can come and kind of experience who they are and grow as kids. And you have some great stories, Shelby, of when you first showed up as a volunteer a couple of years ago. The kids were oftentimes, well, they were kids. They were just being kids.
Right.
The language wasn't very good. It was really kind of not good at all. There wasn't a whole lot of respect for each other or for the place, and then what we've been experiencing just this past year, after a couple of years of spending time with the kids, we're experiencing this little community is developing amongst the kids. They're respecting each other. They're looking after each other. They're caring for each other and caring for the place. So, and we've had, and this is a lot of your input, along with a couple of the other volunteers that are really, really good with the kids. We've been able to walk with them, encourage them to get the schoolwork done and pass a grade, get the schoolwork done, get ready to get into college. We have one young lady who should really be going to nursing school, and she's getting ready to do that. So you and I think of Courtney and of one of the other volunteers, that a couple of women that are really good at relating the kids have just been able to invest in kids and spending time getting to know them. And that's been really important,
Yes, it absolutely has. So you're right, Bruce. When I first started volunteering a few years back, it was really the language and the kids just eating food and leaving wrappers on the ground and everything. Now they're very respectful and they're very polite. But one of the cool things that we're seeing is that we're seeing repeat kids that are coming back over and over again. And then we have new kids that get introduced, and we're kind of in this start over process with the new kids. So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about what the kids can do when they drop into our center?
It's basically, we have a bunch of different games. We have pool, we have ping pong, we have video games, and it's just social hangout space. And what most kids do is just come in and hang out together and just talk. We have snacks, there's free food and drinks. Just get a snack and hang out and talk. And it is a drop-in center. So kids are in and out. We're there in Memorial Park. They like to run around town. They like to go down to the pavilions in the park. So they're kind of in and out. They'll stay sometimes for an hour or two, but sometimes it's for just a couple minutes, or it's just long enough to get something to eat. So yeah, it's just a safe place to stop by, and we have the opportunity then to build relationships with them. And we're just about to begin our 4th year. So having 3 years in, we're 3 years into building really good relationships with kids where we can now speak into their lives and they can speak into our lives too.
Absolutely. So, every nonprofit has needs, and obviously financial is always one, but in our case, that's not our greatest need at the moment. Not that we won't take donations by any means, but why don't you share with everyone what we truly do have a need for right now?
Yeah, and as Shelby said, if you want to give us money, we know how to say thank you. But our biggest need right now is for volunteers, because we're open 3 to 6 in the afternoon, and that's a tough time to find people because most of you are working. So to be able to find people, and the woman Tammy is a volunteer whose name has slipped my mind. Tammy is like everybody's grandmother. Shelby's everybody's mom. I think Courtney's like everybody's friend. So yeah, our biggest need for volunteers, for people who have that time slot, 3 to 6 in the afternoon, and have a commitment and a passion for working with kids. And there's another way you can help. If you're like, geez, I'd like to help, but I don't know how good I am with kids. We need the building cleaned. We're paying like $290 a month to have a professional team come in and clean it. And they do an excellent job. It's well worth it. But if we get a couple people to sign up to clean, that could save us money, and that'd be a big help. So there's 2 areas where volunteers could help.
And let's clarify too, Bruce, with the volunteers, you mentioned the women, and we do have some spectacular female volunteers. We have a very strong need for male volunteers. Yeah. We have, unfortunately, because of COVID and the changes in people's schedules and things, we lost a lot of men. And we have a lot of young men that need strong men to be of an influence to them. So we're looking for men and women, not just women to pop in.
Yeah, definitely. We need men and women. And one of the things we require to be open is 1 man and 1 woman. We have to have at least 1 man there and 1 woman there so that we can open. So yeah, we need men right now, and it changes. A couple of years ago, we needed women. Right. We had a number of guys that were helping. Well, COVID has changed that and changed their schedules. So right now, our biggest need is for men, but we need men and women who have passion for working with kids and would like to come and join us.
Well, and I think one of the things that we've talked about too is like, what about local churches? I mean, those of you that attend a church and you're in a church group, maybe you could get a couple of your friends from your Bible study and just commit, 1 day a week, 1 day a month. I mean, if we could get a bunch of different local supporters, you don't have to commit to every Monday or, every other whatever. We'll take whatever we can get, right?
Yeah, it'd be great to some degree of consistency. Like if you said we'll do the first Tuesday of the month, or we'll do the first and the third, however that would work. Yeah, right. A couple of friends from a Sunday school class, a husband and wife's team who are looking for something. However it works for you, we'd love to see you come out and get to know you, and we'll get to help you get to know our kids.
So another way, again, we have something happening in September. We have a special event that we're going to be hosting. Do you want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, we call it our leadership forum coming up. It's the 23rd of September. And basically what that is inviting people in, especially business leaders and local community leaders, but anybody who wants to come, and invite them in to talk about what we've been doing. And then with the offer of either giving financial support or volunteer support. So that'll be an opportunity to learn more about what we're doing, how we do it, the results we're having, and then the opportunity for you to make a commitment to support us. And
we'll also have some speakers that are going to be sharing with the statistics of what's happening within the community and where we were and what we're seeing and what COVID has brought about. So it's going to be at McCool's Arts Event Center on the 23rd, and we'll definitely be sending stuff out through Facebook and everything else. But Bruce, before we wrap up, a couple of things. I always ask everyone, and I'm going to ask you now, is there something I should have asked you that I didn't ask you that you want everyone to know?
Well, I don't think so. The big thing is we're reaching out to the kids of our community who they really haven't had a place to go. Now with the skate park opening, they have a great place to go over there. The kids that come to the drop tend not to be the skaters because not everybody's a skater, you know.
Right.
So we have this group of kids that wander around in Memorial Park, and we're trying to reach out to them. And if you want to help us, we'd like to get to know you and get you into our schedule and get you trained up to talk with our kids.
So why don't you share with everyone a way that they can find out more about the drop in the community center? What's the website?
The website, yeah, go on our website, which is, I should be able to give you that. Our website is qtowncc.com. Is our web. Go on qtowncc.com, and there's all kinds of information on there where you can get connected to volunteering, connected to giving, just finding out what our mission and vision is. And is this something that fits for you? You know, is this something that you feel called to? If it is, we'd love to meet you and get to know you.
Absolutely. So guys, I volunteer at the Quakertown Community Center. It has enriched my life greatly in these last few years, and it's something that I just truly have a passion for. So Bruce, thank you so much for allowing me to highlight our great charity, the Quakertown Community Center and the drop. And guys, please, if you want to continue to learn more about the local businesses that I'm interviewing, and you want to learn more about the highlighted nonprofits every month, make sure that you subscribe to Shelby Showcase. It's on iTunes, Google Play, Pandora, all of it. So it gives you an opportunity to stay up to date with everybody that I'm trying to highlight and bring value to. So guys, until next week, have a great day.
Okay, thanks, Shelby.